Φίλες και φίλοι, χαίρετε. Με αφορμή την Διεθνή ημέρα μετανάστη, θα μιλήσουμε για τη μετανάστευση. Από ένα άτομο που τη γνωρίζει αρκετά καλά. Είμαι ο σειράς, μαζί μου είναι ο Robavine Azangu.
Γεια σας. Με λένε ο Robavine Azangu, είμαι από το Καμερούν και σπουδάζω κοινωνική εργασία στο Πανεπιστήμιο Λευκοσίας.
Robavine μου, πόσο καιρό είσαι Κύπρο?
Στην Κύπρο 7,5 χρόνια τώρα.
Αρκετά, έτσι.
Ναι.
Άρα εγώ πιστεύω ότι γνωρίζεις αρκετά πράγματα για τη ζωή εδώ. Το ξέρουμε γιατί γνωριζόμαστε και προσωπικά. Θα ήθελα να κάνουμε μια κουβέντα για τα θέματα της μετανάστευσης, αλλά νομίζω ότι θα ήταν καλύτερο να το κάνουμε στα αγγλικά, ώστε περισσότερος κόσμος να μπορεί να καταλάβει, γιατί ίσως περισσότερος κόσμος ενδιαφέρεται και γνωρίζει την αγγλική γλώσσα. So, a lot of years in Cyprus.
Quite, yeah.
And how is life here for a person that is a migrant?
Life is complicated, and at the same time it's kind of a fight which you have to fight and keep fighting every day.
So I'm a migrant, and I'm coming for my first time in Cyprus. What do I meet? I mean, in first place.
Well, migrant, the term a migrant, we have different sphere of being a migrant, like maybe a student, maybe an asylum seeker, maybe are you a refugee or beneficiary of international protection or subsidiary. So these are the various sphere we can find in Cyprus. So coming or maybe plan to stay to come to Cyprus, or you're already in Cyprus, I believe that you'll meet challenges. And the challenges are there. We have to be very factual about that. But the one thing is that you have to have or know what you want for yourself in Cyprus. Maybe if you're coming to stay in Cyprus, or if you have a good will for Cyprus, or if you want to do something in Cyprus, then this is where it all starts. But for sure, know that you meet challenges, and it just depends on how you cultivate these challenges. Maybe these challenges can produce good things, or maybe not.
You were talking about goodwill, about a good intention. So let's suppose that you have a good intention. Are other people assigned to this? I mean, will they face you in a friendly manner, or will you have obstacles when you're trying to fit in this society, in the new society?
Yes, if you have goodwill, I believe anywhere you go, there is this flavor of acceptance, but we cannot sideline obstacles. The obstacles is, if you're in Cyprus, you have goodwill. Goodwill is good, but also there's this aspect of collectiveness, which you have to be able to speak the language of the people, which starts with you getting to know the language, know the culture, and understanding some basic things that the people in Cyprus want or maybe desire or they like, These are some of the things that
really
are very important.
Beneficial and really important.
Yes, yeah, very important.
I think if you need to start something, you have to communicate. So you have a great point here.
Yeah.
You have to know the language.
Communication is the first thing. I mean, if you have plans to integrate in Cyprus, communication is the first thing.
But how can you learn this language? I mean, are there some ways you have to do it by yourself, or?
Yeah, for example, there are many students who are in Cyprus who maybe have plans to maybe stay and work in Cyprus later on, and they don't have maybe this will of learning. But the truth is that to study and after working in Cyprus without knowing Greek is very impossible. That's the reality in Cyprus. But on the other hand, I believe that there are systems in Cyprus they are making this very, very easy. For example, there are organizations in Cyprus and also government agencies which are providing Greek language courses per semester or per seasons, which you can benefit. So it's just about you striving to learn, willingness, and with this you get to know or find out the knowledge or the informations about it, because the informations are out there on how to learn Greek in Cyprus, and for sure free. free of charge.
So it's a combination. It's a combination of your own will, but you will find a way.
Yeah.
If you have the will to do it,
There's
you
a
will
way.
be helped.
Yeah.
To learn
You
the
need
language.
to find you need to have the will. For sure, there will always be a way. If there's a way, there's a way. But now, I believe that as a person, this is where you start from. Are you willing to? Because it's impossible to tell me that when I finish my study in Cyprus, I want to start working, having a good job, be whatever, without knowing the language of Cyprus, which Cyprus is a Greek speaking nation. It's very impossible and unrealistic. So you must be able to at least, not like we're telling you that get to know the whole, being very, very good in Greek, but at least try to know the basics, and know how to communicate and all this stuff. This is one of the bedrock of integration in any society, and we cannot exclude Cyprus
and integration is a key word. So how do we achieve this? I mean, okay, a really basic step is learning the language, but is it enough? I mean, you have to do more, I guess.
Yeah, quite.
In the social factor, let's say.
Yeah, I believe it's like a segment. Integration is a segment. You do one thing lead you to the other, the other lead you to that. Just how. So it's segmented. So getting to know Greek or learning Greek kind of exposes to some new realities when it comes to social interaction. So with this, it kind of helps you to be able to at least communicate with people, be it at the supermarket or maybe at school. But there are also more efforts which maybe where you have to put effort maybe with social events and trying to, kind of social involvement. How are you socially involved? Because by you knowing Greek, if I'm a Cypriot and you maybe are a migrant and you speak Greek to me, there's this kind of tendency for me want to make you my friend, kind of, because you can communicate in a language I understand more better. So these are some of the probabilities that you can get to see.
So you cannot be an introvert.
No. You have to push yourself. The system is there. That's a good thing. The system is there. The people are there. So in more situations, you have to go meet the people. You have to go meet the system. So the system will not come and, hey, we know this person from this country. You want to know. You have to go there. You have to knock the doors, the offices, or the people. Kind of. The only main thing is that you have to have a good will. I believe if they realize, because action speaks louder than words. So if you have goodwill and you knock the doors will be open for you. But on the other hand also, at the end of the day, you might also meet obstacles, challenges, but you don't need to give up. That's natural. So you don't need to give up. You need to keep knocking. I remember my experience as a maybe young migrant in Cyprus. I was attending most of the workshops in Cyprus. Most of the workshops. If I heard of any workshop in Cyprus, I will go to attend. I will register to attend. These are ways in which it start getting me to know informations, and this information lead to one to another, and from there I get to start learning Greek and all of this stuff. So and it's changing the dynamics.
It's like all the things are there, and they are tempting you to catch them.
You have to fight. You have to fight for it.
But the key word is try. Expose yourself. Be out there. Learn things. Discover things, maybe.
For sure. It's realistic because you're in Cyprus. You don't have anybody, especially for people who come by themselves, and you don't have any person that will call you that, hey, man, we have this stuff here. So you have to push on. You have to push on to this. And I believe that I've met people in Cyprus who are very, very kind and who are willing to help you, So
that's a really positive message.
Once they see that
if somebody wants to do it, it will be done.
It's everything is possible. Good. I believe in that, in this conviction that everything is possible, but you just have. But the road also will not like go smooth. So it's gonna meet obstacles, but it goes on how you push. If you do not give up on maybe your goals or your desire, for sure you will. And what we are trying to say is that, be it as a migrant, a student, asylum seeker, refugee, beneficiary of subsidiary protection, if you have goodwill for Cyprus and you want to do anything, I mean, it's just about having a visionary plan on, okay, I want to learn the language. And how do you learn the language? You know, that it also goes with determination, because it's not just about going to school to learn the language. It's just the theory. You have to get to the part of practical, which is the most important part. You know, there are people who know to read.
It's again exposed.
Being exposed.
Speak and listen and all this stuff. Okay, let's make it a little wider. Okay, migrants do this, and the society here accepts most of the time. In a wider perspective, is it good? Is it a good thing to give and take and make it multicultural and all this stuff? How does it work in the social field for Cyprus? Migration.
I think migration can help Cyprus more. Also, if we look at it at a positive angle in the concept of multiculturalism, because this is what is working in other society. Like when we see the UK, the American society, we see the nature of their diversity and how it's working for them. They have a lot of talents. I believe that if Cyprus can approach this in this concept, it can also work. Not like looking at, hey, migrants are not good and all of those stuff. I believe that the fact that we also have good migrants who have goodwill, we also have migrants who do not have goodwill. And this is where, this is where we have this control mechanism. So migration can never be avoided, but it can be controlled. So we need control mechanism, and government needs to put mechanism by which they are able to identify those who are willing to do something in Cyprus, who have the talents and they are willing. I mean, the desire to do something. Sure. And once we are able to highlight, we can then implement this aspect of control mechanism. Yeah, so this is how it works, and it can really benefit the Cyprus society, because even if not now, in the future, we are going to see a Cyprus society which is more multicultural, and we need to start now with any form of mechanism to start preparing for that future.
And there is a target for this. I mean, if you have to gain the mutual gain, you have to have mutual respect. Okay?
Yeah, sure.
So you have to put the things down and say what we want from each other, and then it works. Yeah, it works for both.
Yeah, the government has a very good role to play here, because they are the ones who enforce this. I've met or come across a lot of migrants who have goodwill, who have the talents. I mean, the pushfulness, but they lack the opportunities. So I think that we need some more opportunities in Cyprus. So more opportunities, and the government can do that, and also the society as well has also a role to play in this. And also to fellow migrants who are in Cyprus, being a student, asylum seeker, refugee, beneficiary of subsidiary protection, international protection. I believe that maybe you might, or we are in kind of a zone, or in Cyprus, a new reality, which to many they call it a hope. So I believe that it's just about having kind of a kind of this positive desire to see that something is done, or maybe we kind of agree on or have a consensus that we really want to do something good in Cyprus, and that just I believe that there are hopes in the future.
Yeah, that's really positive, and that is really beneficial after all.
Yeah.
So, πραγματικά κάτι που μπορεί να είναι αισιόδοξο όταν όλες οι πλευρές δουλεύουν. Ο Robavine μας λέει ότι όταν απλά θέλουμε να κάνουμε κάτι, μπορούμε να το καταφέρουμε.
Σωστά.
Ευχαριστούμε πάρα πολύ. Φίλες και φίλοι, σας ευχαριστούμε και εσάς. Μέχρι την επόμενη φορά, να είστε καλά.
Σε ευχαριστώ.